Fundamentals of artificial neuron. We human beings are capable of recognizing objects, cluster objects based on their similarity, and classify people to their names. All the processing required for these activities is done in our brain. Our brain is made up of large number of neurons, and each neuron communicate to each other by passing some electrochemical signals. Collectively, we call it as biological neural network. Though human can recognize, cluster or classify objects with less effort, a computer with huge processing power cannot do these activities just like that. How can we make a computer to do what humans are capable of doing? A fundamental answer to this question is to create an artificial neural network similar to that of biological neural network. Fundamentally, artificial neural networks are computation models inspired by biological neural network and mathematics. Technically, mathematics is the core of ANN. Since ANN is a set of computational models based on mathematics, the subject may be understood either in computation context or mathematics context. In this video, we will follow the latter approach because the core fundamentals are focused first. Let's start with 11th grade mathematics, chapter 6.3 straight lines, where ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is defined as a general equation of a straight line. In mathematics, an equation is a statement of an equality containing one or more variables. This is a two-dimensional space and we have a line that passes through 0, 3 and 3, 0. If you compute the equation of this line, you would get x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. We know that a line divides the space into two halves, that is, space above the line, space below the line. We also know that any coordinate x, y that lies below the line, x plus y minus 3 would be less than 0. For any coordinate x, y that lies on the line, x plus y minus 3 would be equal to 0. For any coordinate x, y that lies above the line, x plus y minus 3 would be greater than 0. Essentially, a single line can classify data into two groups. Using multiple lines, we may divide the data into n groups. The graph itself is an example. We have used about 10 horizontal and vertical lines. Using these lines, we may classify data points into multiple groups. Now let's provide a different view to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Let's define a processing element in the form of a circle with two components, summation and activation. The summation part receives input and the activation part produces an output. Let's define the input as x, y, 1, and we will also associate the coefficients a, b, c to the input lines as weight. The summation part computes the weighted sum of its input, that is ax plus by plus 1c. The activation part outputs either plus 1 or minus 1 depending on the value of weighted sum. This processing element is called as neuron in artificial neural network. In a two-dimensional space, a neuron is essentially a line and it can classify data into two groups. This is a neuron representing a plane in three-dimensional space. Ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. A neuron is the fundamental building block of neural networks. A single neuron is called as perceptron in neural network terminology. A layer of neuron is called as single layer neural network or single layer perceptron. Multiple layers of connected neurons is called multi-layer perceptron network. Network of multi-layer network is called as deep learning network. Finally, here is the comparison. A line in analytical geometry is called as a neuron in artificial neural network. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 becomes a pictorial entity, and the coefficients a, b, c are called as weights.